What's up everybody, Chase here with globalmind.com, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to sign up for the military's BRS system. This will be a do-it-yourself video, so let's get started. So I'm going to start this off with a brief little video from the BRS website.
Under the MOL home menu.
So this is for Marines, but if you go to the BRS website, obviously I believe it's MyPay anyway. You just go to MyPay if you're in any of the other military branches, and then sign up for the BRS your own way. But for the Marines, this is where you sign up, Marine Online.
Thrift Savings Plan under the Personal Reports section.
So once you get to Marine Online, you pretty much, I got my phone here too. You log in. One second. Dang, phone. So you pretty much log in. Once it loads, go ahead and continue. There it is. So go here. Never mind, I might not be able to show you guys on my phone. I'll try again, but as of right now, go ahead and watch the rest of the video. I'll be under the personal info page, and then the BRS TSP tab.
You need to have taken the mandatory BRS opt-in training. MOL will automatically validate that you have completed the training. If you have not, you will receive a message directing you to MarineNet to complete the mandatory BRS opt-in training. Once training is complete and updated in the Marine Corps Total Force system, you'll need to return to MOL to complete the opt-in process. Next, you'll need to certify that you understand the opt-in election decision is irreversible, even if you change your mind before the December 31st, 2018 deadline. You'll then need to establish or verify your mailing address for the TSP. Finally, you'll be able to review your current TSP contribution. That's it. You'll receive a confirmation from MOL that your election decision has been submitted. Your opt-in decision will be reflected in 3 to 7 business days and on your next leave and earnings statement.
Okay, so that was the quick video I had to show you guys, but here's my phone. Pretty much log in. Obviously you got your messages page. Scroll up here, go to personal info. Can't do this on my laptop because my laptop is being weird with MOL. But you pretty much go down to, like I said, the BRS and Thrift Savings Plan tab, and then you pretty much get from there. It should have an opt-in, yes, no at the very top. I've already done it. But you pretty much click the opt-in and then input your TSP information, or it should already have your account already if you've already signed up for it before. But in my previous video, if you're wondering about signing up for the TSP, you pretty much go to mypay.com. I'll link the other video in the description, as well as possibly, if this works, like right here. But somewhere in the video I'll link it to my other video of signing up for the TSP. But the BRS and the TSP are two totally different systems of how to retire and pretty much staying in for 20 years. But with that, that's pretty much how you sign up or opt into the BRS. And I'll kind of hit like a brief little explanation of why I think the BRS is better for people that are just now joining, as well as people that still have less than 12 years of investing to go, or until you're less than 12 years of active service and still have 8 years to go. So with the BRS, obviously, you get automatic 1% matching contribution, and then if you elect up to 5% of your basic pay, you'll get that extra 4% in some weird amount. I believe the first like 3% is like matched full, and then the last little bit is like half or something. It's broken up into some weird different allocation, but with that, you pretty much get free money that goes directly to your TSP account if you elect up to 5% of your basic pay. So that is definitely a big thing for all you guys in the military out there. I would definitely highly recommend signing up for it because you can definitely have well over $1 million by the time you're 65 or above, just by investing right around $130 a month. And with that, obviously you'll get that 100. That's how much I get right now as a sergeant E5, right around $130 BRS for being in 4 years. So obviously I get $130 from matching contribution, which is from signing up for the BRS, $130 free money that I get from that I don't have to contribute. And then I obviously contribute a certain amount of my basic pay to TSP. But BRS is a different system than the legacy retirement system, which does not provide matching. So obviously matching is very good because that's free money, obviously. And then having that free money work for you, if it's in the right fund, will well over earn you a whole lot of money. Just investing right around, I think 5% of my pay right now is right around $150 a month, and then $130 matching contribution. So that's right around, let's say $300. But like even if you invested $200 a month for 8 years or so, you'll end up with well over $1.5 million by the time you're 65. So obviously they're giving you a lot of money in matching contributions that you don't have to fork over from your own pay. So that means you get more money to go play with or invest with, whatever you want to do with it. That's your decision. But having that money work for you over pretty much the long term until, let's say, like 65. So I'm 22 right now. If all these matching contributions will work for me until I get to 65 years old. That's a lot of time for having those matching contributions and all the money I invest to work for me in my favor. And on average, the stock market averages in a total stock index fund, which replicates the S&P 500, right around 8 to 12%. It's right at 10% for the TSP that I saw just recently, 10.5 actually. But with the TSP, obviously, is really good as it replicates the total stock index fund, which replicates the S&P 500. Sorry if I kind of made that sound a little complicated, but it really isn't. But yeah, so you'll get an average return right around 10.5% a year for the next, obviously, until you get to 65. Obviously, it'll be lower some years and higher some years, but it's right around 10.5%. And then obviously the fees for the TSP are a tremendous benefit, as you'll not pay as much money in fees over the long term. And I would definitely not switch out of the TSP just because you'll save so much money by staying with it rather than rolling it over if you decide to get out of the military. With that, though, obviously, if you do 20 years in the military, obviously you'll get, and if you sign up for the BRS, you'll obviously get 40% of your last highest 3 years paid years in the military. So obviously, if I were making $5,000 a month, I'd be getting, let me pull up a calculator real quick, right around $2,000 a month just from retirement checks. Obviously, it's not as much as the legacy retirement program, which many people have already. That will give you 50% once you do 20 years of service And obviously that'll only be $500 more paycheck, which isn't obviously that much, considering that if you sign up for the BRS today and you get or have that invested well over time for the next 20 years or however much longer you got to retire in the military, obviously that'll work so much in your favor if you have it in the right fund. The fund that I use and have all my money in is the C fund. And that's where I have all my money, and it's definitely paying dividends right now. And I don't plan on really switching it over anytime soon, or even at all, actually, just because I have 40 plus years left of working I can do before I can actually traditionally withdraw that money from the traditional retirement. But there are ways to roll over your money into taxable accounts that we'll get to in a different video in the future. But obviously having or funding as much, pretty much allocating I'll try to make this as simple as possible, pretty much saving as much money and investing it as much money close to the max, or maxing out your TSP account every year will obviously pay a lot of dividends. I don't recommend it, obviously, for all you guys just starting off. I at least recommend 5%. That way you get the match. But I obviously would recommend, if you're in the military, to fully fund that before you consider anything else investing wise, just because the TSP is pretty much the one-stop shop for all the investments you really need. I don't invest in any single stocks just because that's a lot more riskier than having your money in the total stock index fund that replicates all the top 500 businesses in America. And those are already international businesses, so I wouldn't even go into any of the other funds like the I fund on the TSP. But that's just me. Obviously, you can put your money in a different country if you want. And obviously keep your loyalty there, but I wouldn't recommend that. I'd just stick with the C fund. The S fund is fairly good too. Obviously, it has some higher years than the C, but it also has some lower years returns than the C. But I just keep all my money in the C fund, and that's pretty much it for signing up for the BRS. I definitely recommend signing up for the BRS, and just because you'll earn a lot more money than keeping your money or retiring with the legacy retirement program. With the BRS, obviously, it's made for people that are just getting out within 8+ years, or don't really know if they're going to get out. It's still better to sign up for the BRS just because you don't know if you're going to get out forcefully or voluntarily. So that's why I would recommend the BRS. And pretty much you'll have more money working for you in the long run rather than getting a big paycheck once you actually retire. I would rather have that money already working for me in my investments. That way compound interest can work in my favor. Obviously, if you guys didn't watch any of my other videos about compound interest, definitely check them out. And that is pretty much it for this video. Please like and share this video with someone that you know that'll benefit this, or even if you know someone in the military. If you know someone in the military, please send them my way and send them to this channel, as well as liveamind.com. For all you guys that are interested in or not in the military and are still interested in investing, I'll get another video out for you guys where I invest my money outside the military at vanguard.com. But I'll go into that in a different video. And for that, go check out liveamind.com. Sign up for the early retirement checklist. It's totally free. Just sign up via email, and then you'll also get my personal financial reports at the beginning of each month for the previous month. You'll get my personal financial reports, and then many more freebies to come in the future, as well as all the extra value I provide the people already on the list, and they already know too. But that is it. Please like and share, like I said, with someone you know that would benefit from this, and don't forget to subscribe at the bottom. That is it, and I'll see you on the next video.